What's up, baby?
Turkey killing mofos. Hey, you a professional now.
You got her? Heck yeah, man. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah.
Storytelling in regards to hunting and fishing has gone back hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah.
Literally on the rock walls of our nation.
Push it.
Yes, sir.
What you doing, Brandon?
Go. By the way, your nipples are already wet.
I just shot probably one of the most epic scenes, probably ever. These two monster bugs got after it, and it was so cool.
That's about like what you want it to look like. Cover it.
Oh, he's so handsome.
That's a big deer, Megs.
He's big. He's a big boy. That's talking whitetail.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Holy crap.
Look at those hooves.
Everybody wants to be a turkey hunter until it's time to do turkey hunters.
What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 53 of the Tejas Hunt Club Podcast.
Pretty sure.
I'm your host, Brandon McDowell, also joined by
Megan McDowell.
and tonight we are talking turkeys.
Mm-hmm.
It's springtime, well, kind of springtime in Texas. It's actually warmed
It
up
was
today.
84, 85 today.
80, so it's springtime today in Texas. We'll see what the rest of the week
It's
has.
mid-March.
Yeah, we'll see what the rest of the week has, and we'll see what the next 2 weeks has, because it's always known for...
We've had some crazy wind.
Yeah.
And it's really dry. Usually it's either like a rainy, wet nastiness, or it's dangerously windy and dry. And so we've got some wildfires kind of breaking out here and there.
Yeah, so definitely pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
But we are in the mood for turkeys. I'm always excited for turkeys now at this point in my life. If you listened to the podcast before, or if you haven't and you're new to the podcast, thank you for listening. But at one point in time, I hated turkey hunting.
He could not care less about turkeys.
I hated turkey season. I hated it because I grew up watching outdoor TV, and just something about men running around in the woods, squeaking on the calls.
Obsessed with turkeys.
Because I just didn't understand the draw. I didn't understand how exciting it can be. And now I look forward to it every year, and I want to go turkey hunting everywhere. So it can drastically change. So if you're one of those guys that listen to the podcast and you haven't been turkey hunting, or girls, and you have access,
try it.
yes.
I mean, COVID was really the reason why we got into it.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
And we had the opportunity to go and actually do it and have
quarantining.
someone, that actually called turkeys. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, where I grew up, turkeys were a menace. They ate all the corn out of the feeders and ran the deer away.
Yeah.
So we really didn't care about turkeys. But now I love shooting them in the face. Although I do like bow hunting. I love bow hunting. I'll probably never shoot a turkey with a bow.
What I'm going to say is never say never. Never thought you'd be turkey hunting. Anyway,
Okay. So my favorite thing to do about turkey hunting, and this might be vulgar to some, but I like calling them in close, and I like shooting them in the face with a shotgun. It's not so much the actual killing of it; it's just the show, the show, and the success of getting it done. Like it's not,
or not getting it done,
or not getting.
There's
it done.
a video y'all need to go check out.
We'll get into that story later, probably. But it's just a lot of fun to call them in real close, and I get it. I'm not dogging. I'm not saying you shouldn't shoot them with bows. I'm just saying
I think it's cool.
I prefer to do it with a shotgun. That's all. That's my thing. I like doing it with a shotgun. But this year's season, we're recording this the week of opening weekend. Youth season did open up last weekend, so technically that was opening weekend. But for us grown folks, this weekend is the first time you'll get to hunt in the South Zone in Texas.
Make sure you pay attention to that.
Pay attention to that.
Yeah. What zone you're in.
So North Zone opens up March 29th through May 11th. South Zone, March 15th through April 27th. East Zone is April 22nd through May 14th. Like I said, youth only, March 22nd through the 23rd, May 17th through the 18th. And then youth only. South Zone was March 8th through the 9th.
Yeah.
And then May 3rd through the 4th.
So South Zone Youth is the only one who's been open.
Yeah.
So far.
So if you're down south, you got to
this past weekend.
shoot a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this weekend it opens up for adults in the South Zone. Another thing to pay attention to that I saw, shout out to Texas Parks and Wildlife for posting it on Instagram, because if not, I probably wouldn't have seen it unless you're going to actually, which you should, read your regulations before you go hunting.
Oh, yeah.
But it is now mandatory in the state of Texas to report harvested birds.
Bird. Mm-hmm.
Every bird you shoot, every bird you kill.
Not just migratory.
Not just those, but you have to report turkeys too. So remember that, guys. You have 24 hours to report it. It's through the app. So same thing if you got your license digitally or if you got a paper license.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, you can log into the app and you'll be able to, record your bird. I'm not sure on what questions they actually ask. Probably county, same stuff like if you report a deer or anything like that. But so this will be the first year of doing that in Texas. I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean, we'll see how it's used.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see how the information is used. If it's, I agree. I'm not really sure how to feel about it either.
Yeah.
But
because I mean, they issue your tags.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. There's some guys out there. Well, I'm gonna preface this for what I know in Texas. There's not that many turkey hunters.
No.
There's a lot of guys that come to Texas and shoot turkeys.
Yeah.
But not a lot of turkey hunting going on in Texas, from what I know. There's a couple guys I know that really love it. Not like I'm talking like love it like them boys over in Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia.
Not
love
quite
it
that much.
Like that's a whole different thing, because from them to us is we have a abundance of turkeys. Okay, so this is
they're
like
a nuisance here
versus like they can't really find them over there. Yeah. So if there's any listeners that are out of state and you love hunting turkeys, you need to come to Texas, because it's a playground.
Smorgasbord.
Because you will see more turkeys.
I mean, our first weekend hunting during COVID, it was you, me, and Jared, right?
Yeah.
And we brought home 5 birds.
Yeah, that was from Del Rio.
2 days.
Yeah. And like I said, growing up, we see them in herds all the time in Go-Ahead. Like during this time, herds, flocks, whatever. Herds of
a herd of turkeys.
There's so many turkeys, it's a herd of them. But yeah, like we've always had them where you go to some states out east and stuff, and then some out west also they don't have the population of birds.
Not like here.
I'm not. I'd have to look it up. And I might just do that. You were saying
like the one you recorded during your mentored hunt. You were like, there's probably very few people who have seen this many turkeys in one space.
Yeah.
Hundreds of turkeys.
Yeah. I know for a fact that I've seen more turkeys than the turkeyest hunting most turkeyest hunting person in the world. Like I've seen more turkeys than him.
Your terminology tonight is on fire.
Right. It is what it is. But yeah, so like I said, we have a lot of turkeys here. So if you're coming from out of state, it's a great place to come.
Yeah.
I know some people that run some hunts.
And honestly, there's different parts of the state that, I mean, we have some Easterns in East Texas.
Yeah.
Like very few.
Very few.
They're working on it.
Yeah, they're trying.
But
they're really hard to rehab.
Yeah, they are. But the Rios
are everywhere.
Come on.
They're almost like roaches.
Yep. They are.
Almost. South Texas, West Texas, North Texas. They got some birds everywhere. So
yeah, because near us we got some too.
Yeah, I've seen some on the back roads when I was coming home. They like
the hill country. They like the cedar trees.
Yep. So there's abundance of turkeys in Texas. So we're a little bit spoiled when it comes to hunting them. We can do things that I'll say it like this, like when you're hunting like public land out east. I mean, not that I've done it. I mean, I've hunted on public in Nebraska and Kansas, but like there, like you can't mess up per se on a bird, because like that's your shot for the day.
Oh, you can't. You're not able to. Is what you're saying. Yeah.
Like you're not able to mess up on a bird, because like that's your shot for the whole day. Whereas like hunting here in Texas, like we wake up, we try to get one off the roost. If we don't, we can move around 8:15, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we
can
hunt
still
all the
get
way
on birds
till freaking lunchtime usually.
Yeah. And then probably grab a snack and then try to head back out. But it's you can always get another chance here for the most part when you're hunting birds in Texas. So like I don't claim to be extravagant, well accomplished turkey hunter, but we've killed some birds.
Okay. You were ruined in your first season. Because that was the same season. So the same season that we're talking about the Rios, right? Of us bringing home 5 birds between 3 people. Is the same time when you were invited to go up to Nebraska.
Yeah, I went to Nebraska and
Kansas.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you already have half of your slam, right?
Yeah.
In one season.
Yeah.
So then he comes home, he's like, I said, so now we're turkey hunters. Like, Jesus. Just jump right in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've had quite the experience. And
so I was spoiled on the first season getting to do the things that I got to do and see the birds killed that I saw and how, and like, because I mean, Tim Inslee, who we've had on the podcast before, we were actually talking about turkeys this time last year, and he's a turkey hunter, like real deal, like knows how to call, knows how to do that. BJ, his buddy that was there, got to reap a turkey also, so that's a little controversial for some people.
I thought it was badass.
I thought it was badass. It's a lot of fun. It's a tactic in your tool belt, I guess, for hunting turkeys. I mean, if you catch them at the right time, like Philip Culpepper on Hunt Club TV, like he does it. They use fans all the time, and it works. So it's a tactic. Would I do it all the time? Probably not. If I'm really trying to kill the bird,
it's like
I'm
rattling
right
antlers. Like I see it as rattling horns. I mean,
yeah,
it's not a visual, but like it's an enticing, like, this is another turkey. That's another deer.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like you said, it's another tool in your belt to use if you're trying to kill a bird. Because, I mean, some guys just like to call them in. Some guys like to use decoys. Some guys don't like to use decoys.
There's always somebody who doesn't like the way you hunt.
Yeah.
That's just
but I like doing a mix of it all. I mean, it just depends on what we're doing. Because lucky enough, we've been hunting the same properties for the past couple of years. So we kind of know what those birds do and what they don't do. Like every time we've set up decoys down at DEA, it's like they see them. It's been off and on. They see them and they come running, or like they see them and they're like, "Oh yeah, we see you over there," but we really don't care. So it works either ways. You just got to be able to use the right stuff at the right time, and that's part of hunting, is like figuring out when to do that kind of stuff. But calling is going to be your number one thing, obviously, which is
I am not even
been tough sledding. Depending on how you do it. If you want to go the mouth call way with a diaphragm, or you want to use that box call, or
I'm
the
a
slate.
Box call girl. Box call all day long, because I damn near choked on that thing the first time I tried to use it. I could not figure it out.
Yeah, it's acquired, definitely.
The mouth calls
get it in the right spot.
Definitely.
Well, you can try some different ones. Like they make different sizes and different shapes and stuff. So
this is kind of funny how I damn near choked on that thing.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, I saw your face. It's okay. Just being honest.
Yeah, but no, like you said, you can try different sizes and different. It just costs a little money to get in the calls to figure out.
Yeah, now you have what, like 6 different calls?
Yeah, probably like 6 different calls. Yeah. Granted, I did win some in that giveaway thing on
God, we
on
have
Instagram.
Like 5 or 6 different box calls too. I don't even know where they all came from.
Yeah, have a couple different box calls. So
one for every vest, basically.
Yeah, if you forget a box call, that's your own
silly
fault.
Goose, yeah.
But no, so I like the mouth calls, like being hands-free, being able to call when you're still holding your gun up and stuff, because you could be sitting there for a while.
That's very true, and you're filming. So.
But when we're trying to like locate birds,
distance,
locate birds with a box call, I can make that louder than I can like on a mouth call. So I'll use that, and then like I said, it's just depending on what you like and what you want to do. There's some guys that can run a box call while holding their gun and being ready in the same spot. Just haven't practiced doing it.
Finesse.
So haven't practiced doing it. So I haven't pulled that one out yet. So I like using the mouth call. It works pretty good. Not as good as Jared's sweet
Dude,
nothings.
Jared,
but
he likes the scratch pad, or it's not scratch pad. What's it
called?
The
slate.
Slate.
Yeah, he likes using that too. So hunting with him, we use the slate a little bit. But it's all like what you want to do. I mean, I follow a couple guys on Instagram, Bo Brooks, all the call makers. Woodhaven is what I really like using the custom calls. Got a couple Primos, Night and Hail. So just like some different ones and just trying them out and see which one makes see which one I can make the best sound with, because it depends on your mouth shape and it depends on a whole bunch of different things. But just like you said, just finding that one that works for you and makes a good sound. I suggest doing it on your way to work and home, because either your kids or your wife or your roommate is going to be real annoyed.
It's like when your kid has a band commitment and they're practicing their trumpet in your house, and you can't help but be proud of them for getting better. But damn,
it takes a little bit.
It takes a little bit of patience and,
Yeah.
But you're better. I think we've talked about this on multiple episodes at this point. Because you know when the holidays are over because the turkey call comes out. That's exactly what used to happen.
Yeah. And hopefully, I got one in my truck, so every now and then throughout the year I'll do it.
But thank God you have a commute now.
Yeah. So while I'm in the truck, I'll try to practice as much as I can. But no, deciding on that's going to be one of the first things you want to do. Like I said, I don't claim to be no big turkey hunter, but I've killed a few birds and seen a few killed. So usually it's pretty simple. Like, I haven't gotten to the point of the Kiki run and, those world champion callers and all that kind of stuff, all those different things. Mine's just a simple yelp, just a sequence. Literally, I sit, and when I watch YouTube videos and like try to make the same sound they're making, and then just practice that way.
Which I don't know how you do that, but you do.
Yeah. I mean, I just listen to that or listen to podcasts when they're talking about calling and try to mimic exactly what they're doing. And I mean, it takes a little bit. I mean, when they try to explain it, put your tongue here, do this kind of stuff.
Hard.
Like I know for some people it'll click, but for me, it doesn't. Like, I just got to keep like doing stuff until I get that same sound.
When you were in band, right? You were just mimicking sounds. You never did read a sheet of music. It's like trying to read a sheet of music.
Yeah. And I was in band. I was in percussion, and it was pretty easy to mimic rhythms. So yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I could read music. I just chose not to. It was a lot easier for me to just listen to it and then mimic it. Okay. But yeah. So that's one thing I have going for me, I guess. But yeah, even on the box call too, just trying to mimic what I hear other turkey hunters are doing. So that's a good way to start. I mean,
like you said, you'll know if they call your bluff or not. Like, turkeys, there's been mornings where y'all been calling all day and it's like there's nothing. Yeah.
And as much as calling is a big part of it, sometimes shutting up is
another big part of it. Because they'll shut up. Sometimes they'll be, 50 yards away, and all of a sudden they're right in front of you and they haven't made a peep.
Yeah.
That's when
that happens. Like, they'll sit there and you'll call and you'll sound great, and he's gobbling, but he's just staying in that same spot, or even worse, moving away.
True.
But he's still gobbling his head off. So you're getting him to do what you want him to do, but he's just not coming to you while gobbling.
We've had some fun chases, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
But like I said, shutting up's kind of one of the big things. Like, what you're trying to do is literally, make that turkey do the opposite of what his body and brain is wired to do. Like, he's wired to gobble, and the hens are supposed to go to him. What you're trying to mimic is that lone hen, that the sexiest hens, the one that he can't get, that's what you're trying to mimic. And
the Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, the Jessica Rabbit of the turkey world.
The turkey world.
Yeah, you're trying to mimic her, and then, it's you want him to want to come towards you. That's what you're trying to do. I mean, you could chase him if you want to. Tried it. It don't work.
Because we've been there. We've been there.
For birds that have little legs, they move pretty fast. Yep. And when they have their mind on going to a destination, they're heading there, and you're not going to be able to get in front of them to stop them unless you're just hauling ass. But like I said, just trying to get them try to get them to you. And I like getting them off the roost like that.
Yeah.
That's the best thing. If you can locate birds the night before, or like walk into a place, an owl hoot or something, or crow call, and get them to gobble so you know where they are on the roost and kind of figure it out. It's a lot easier than just walking around trying to find birds
You just get
when the
underneath
sun's
them.
up. Yeah.
You just get underneath them. They come down.
Yeah, and get them off the roost. That's a lot easier because it's you know where they are, and birds tend to have a pattern. I mean, they're going to go to food, water, and cover,
and back again.
So if you can get in between their food source or get in between their water source, whatever they choose to go to that day, that's a lot easier than trying to get somewhere and call the bird to you.
Yeah.
You can dang their setup in their path.
Yep.
And of course, just a good time to maybe throw out a little decoy and call and get in their path, and like, oh, there's some more turkeys over there. Let's go see what they're doing.
The best is to have someone that's on the property just looking at their patterns. I mean, same as deer. You're patterning the turkeys.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So having an idea of where they are at what certain times of day obviously would help.
Yeah. It's like I said, when we hunted DA, it's Leo's like, yeah, we know where the birds have been.
Right.
We kind of know where they are. And I mean, they change upon the years, like where you see them in the spring, just like deers, maybe not where you see them in the fall.
Yep.
So they like to move around for birds that can't fly that well.
I still am amazed, even though y'all see them in these roosts, way up in these roosts, and they're big birds. Like I was telling him the other day, we were watching a video, and I'm like, they're so heavy, and yet they're in the top of this oak tree on a twig, like just balancing them. I mean, and they look goofy as shit when they're up there too, because they'll have their fan halfway out and like, sitting there trying to balance. I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me, but they're pretty cool.
Yeah, well, at least they, they nest on the ground, but they hang out in the tree.
Whatever. That's why predator management is so important if you want turkeys.
Yeah.
I will say that.
That's
the properties that we've seen them thrive are the ones that have predator management.
Oh, yeah.
So
you got to be hell on coyotes. And I mean, coyotes are one thing.
Everything. Coons, hogs,
I think
raccoons
are the worst.
Yeah.
Because raccoons, they'll hit a nest.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas most of the time coyotes, they're going to try and kill one adult bird or something like that, or the poults. But like a raccoon will hit a nest of eggs and destroy the whole thing. And they'll just go and find a nest, and they won't stop eating until they're all gone. So staying on them raccoons, staying on the foxes, possums, anything like that, you got to stay on them if you want to have turkeys around for sure. And like some folks don't realize, and I kind of didn't realize, like the first time we went hunting, you're going to sit down.
A lot.
And out east, those guys, they got it easy, man. They can sit down underneath a tree and not have to worry about cactus. not have to worry about thorns, weed satch, black brush, nothing, dude, nothing.
My Goliad hunt, right?
Yeah.
My Goliad hunt that I was filming. I wasn't hunting. I was just filming. I can't even remember the name of the cactus either, but it's like pencil something or something like that. There is a cactus in Texas that grows near other trees or shrubbery, whatever you want to call it. And it's not super obvious. It's like not one of the big paddles like that you can see before you run into it. It's a little bit less obvious. I sat right down in that thing. Like I was going up against an oak tree, more worried about my camera gear. I'd never run and gunned anything outside of Del Rio, which you can see everything. It's just rocky. In Goliad, it was cactus up against a tree.
Yeah.
So before I had my turkey vest, which is what we're about to get into, I had nothing between me and the tree. And so, I had a handful of cactus. I had a butt full of cactus, all kinds of stuff. And I'd learned my lesson pretty quickly. But the vest now, we have a couple different options now. All of them have padded seats. I would highly recommend.
Yep.
Most of them do. I mean, not all of them. But most of them do have.
Most of them do have padded seats. I mean, you can get turkey vests without, but I don't.
And when I say seat, it flips up. It's not a seat.
Yeah, and you can get some that have straps that hold it up, or like mine, I have one that's magnetic, so it flips up pretty quick.
Somebody we know has one that has like little, not hydraulic, but like little like lounge
Oh yeah, they have the
things.
lazy boy turkey
Yeah.
seat. Yeah, yeah, they have those too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I highly recommend getting a turkey vest with a turkey seat.
You'll be sitting
because,
there for a while.
I mean, you can carry your water, you can carry your calls in the turkey vest. Like you can carry all the stuff you need, snacks. There's plenty of times that we'll just leave the backpack in the truck. I can keep batteries in my
when
pockets
you're running
too.
and gunning, you don't want that much stuff.
No,
you really don't.
We're running around. I mean, easily we're doing 2-3 miles most of the time. Minimum. Because on when we're in Del Rio, I think one of those days, last day, Jared and I almost hit 5 miles of walking around. But,
just in the morning. Just for the morning hunt.
That first morning. But so turkey vest with a turkey seat. I mean, there's a lot of different options. I have a Nightingale version. There's a Primo's one that I have. I think yours is Nightingale also. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they're all great options. I know Kuyu just came out. Kuyu just came out with a pretty cool turkey vest.
I love their
gear. Which is geared towards like running and gunning, real lightweight stuff. So might have to pick that one up and test it out. Just maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Definitely gonna get it.
Kuyu, I mean, we have not had one piece of equipment. I say equipment, clothing mostly. Yeah. But they've come out with more stuff.
Yeah.
So as far as clothing goes, I'm very pleased. I steal your jacket all the time.
Yeah.
It's such a nice jacket.
I like having multiple vests, especially like we do like the mentored hunts, or you go hunting with somebody that doesn't have one, and just take an extra. Stuff breaks. The stuff falls off. I mean, it rots, whatever you want to say. It's always nice to have extra gear that you can just pick up or just throw in the truck and leave in a box somewhere or something for emergencies. So definitely invest in a good turkey vest with a good seat, because also not just cactus, but on those wet mornings, there's a little barrier to keep it from getting getting your butt wet, which then leads to chafing and other things while you're walking around all day. So turkey vest with a good seat, highly recommend it.
And camo, because you should be all camoed out. The one thing, and I learned this too, you've probably heard like not as much movement, don't move slow. I mean, they can see you through the brush, especially if you're in the opening.
When you're thinking about moving,
oh God,
that turkey's watching your brain fire
think about
off,
moving.
Thinking about moving.
You smell.
Yeah, they don't have very good smell, but they can see you from forever away. I'm just saying. So covering up, I get a little extra pass. I don't have to cover up everything, so I can kind of hide in the shadows.
I don't. I never do.
I can kind of hide in the shadows. But definitely, I wear them on my hand and try to take my ring off, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, like you said, less movement. You want to blend in. You want to get in a spot when you do sit down to call in a bird, or when you're setting up for a bird to come in. You want the brush to be like, you would think you want the brush in front of you, but that keeps you from moving. That keeps you from seeing the bird. You would rather have your back against, like you said, a tree, something that can cut your outline, because that's really what you're trying to do. That's what they're picking up. You have a good
swing radius in front of you.
Yeah, so if you can have a tree and brush behind you, that's a whole lot better, and have it more open.
And have your gun like up. Pretty much just like not all the way on your shoulder, but have it propped up on your knee. Like, don't be trying to pull your gun up once the turkey's in front of you. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not going to work. You kind of have to sit with your knee up and kind of rest it on there. But I will say, I've shot a bird with a gun in my lap. So
yeah,
out of the air as well. But so there, like you said,
while filming,
there's
like it's just keep going.
Yeah. So like you said, there's different things. There's things you want to make sure and try and do, but at the end of the day, if you can get away with it and you get the bird,
it's a wild ride.
It worked. So you can't really, vote against it. But I mean, turkey hunting is a lot of fun. It's something to do in the spring. A lot of you, like say, come to Texas, you can do like a exotic and turkey hunt together. So, I mean, if you haven't tried turkey hunting, you need to consider it, especially if you have turkeys on your property.
Try it.
If you have turkeys on your property, you should definitely try. And guess what? If you send us a DM, send us a message and say you have turkeys on your property, I'll gladly come call for you to get you on your first bird. I definitely will do that. So this is another short podcast on for this week, kind of getting into turkey season. We'll see as the season goes. We got some plans to try and make some hunts, but we'll see how it goes. And then we'll get some more podcasts and recordings and videos and all the good stuff out to y'all listeners and viewers, subscribers of the YouTube channel, which if you haven't, please go do that. We greatly appreciate it. Check out all the rest of our turkey hunting videos. We have a playlist. Just click on it and it's got all of them sitting in there. What else has been going on? Well, like I said, rodeo videos we dropped from Seth Brazier. We got those out and got a couple more that are coming out. So be on the lookout for those. Follow the Instagram. Hit us up on the Facebook group. If you're a guide and outfitter and you got some openings for turkey hunts, we might have some listeners that are looking. So let us know. We'll be glad to
have people that not just like friends, listeners, likewise. I mean, people that are always looking for opportunities. So
always. So send them.
We like to make those connections.
Send them our way, and we'll pass it along, as we like to do.
Besides that, we've got TAC. And that's pretty much it for now for the spring.
Oh, shout out to Nathan and the guys over at South Texas Hog Hunting. The Cat Daddy's Bay Pen. Saw the stuff from last weekend. Looked like a lot of fun. Sorry I missed y'all, but hopefully next time I'll be back.
I think the only other thing that would make me really happy is a fishing trip. I don't know how we're going to make that happen, but...
Fishing trips always makes you happy.
Always. It's my bread and butter.
We'll see what we can do. Somehow, some way.
Oh, Haston.
It'll be his first trip on the boat.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So, thanks for listening, guys, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.